This is the flatbed I made. We own a fencing company, so I used material we had in stock for this project. The frame of the flatbed is constructed with 2 7/8 inch industrial grade full weight fence pipe. I used 7 for the frame. I used 5 pieces of 11 gauge 2x2 by 8 foot angle iron and 4 7-inch by 9 foot 11 gauge flat stock for the sides. I got 13 pieces of 2 by 8 by 10 foot treated wood for the bed. The bed of the truck is 9 feet wide by 8 feet wide by 9 feet long. I also went to the local steel supplier and I got 3-foot piece of 6-inch C-channel. I had the pieces for the bumper laying around, but you can get all the steel pieces from a local steel supplier. The rear lights, mud flaps, and trailer electrical junction box were purchased from a local heavy-duty truck and brake shop. I got the side marker lights and the 7-pin trailer harness that has the factory Ford plug on eBay. I also got grade 8 bolts, lock washers, and nuts from a local industrial hardware shop to bolt the bed down to the frame. Everything cost me less than $1,000 to complete. The old bed was beyond repair. I decided to take the dually bed off of my truck because I had already replaced the front half of it about 5 years ago, and now the back half rotted out completely. There was a salter on this truck, so it was even down to the ribs. After I got the old bed off the truck, I laid out 2 9-foot pieces of the round pipe to run parallel to the frame. I laid the 2 pipes on top of the frame and leveled it with some blocks I rip cut from some 4x6 treated wood. I laid the treated blocks along both sides of the frame and I used 4 blocks to level the bed. I then welded 5 8-foot long pipes on top of the 2 9-foot pipes. I used a stick welder on these pipes because they had a heavy galvanized coating that was just clogging the tip of my MIG welder. After I got the round pipes welded onto the truck, I framed the top of it with angle iron. I didn't get the decking boards yet at this point, so I used a 2x12 stair stringer I had laying around to set the height of the angle iron. I welded the angle iron to the round pipes. I did the front near the cab and both sides of the truck. I left the back open so I could slide the decking boards in. I then welded some 11 gauge flat stock material that was 9 feet long onto the angle iron to finish the side of the flatbed and hide the round pipes. I also welded on some short pieces of 2x2 square tube to the front near the cab in case I wanted to add a back rack later. It was at this time I bolted the flatbed frame onto the truck frame. I drilled holes through the tube and 7/8 inch pipe where the existing bolt holes were in the frame. I didn't want to put more holes in the frame, so I carefully measured out my holes. I drilled through the wood block where I could. I got the treated decking boards, cut them down to the proper length, and welded the angle iron and the flat stock to the back to lock the deck boards onto the truck. I then welded a 2x2 piece of angle iron onto the bottom of the back piece of flat stock so I could weld on my 2x2 square tube pieces for the bumper legs. I had a 4-foot piece of 6-inch I-beam left over from an overhead gate job we did, so I used that for the bumper. I also found scrap pieces that I used for gussets on the bumper. I then got light brackets, light gaskets, and the lighting from a local heavy-duty truck and brake shop. I welded the lighting brackets next to the bumper right onto the 2x2 angle iron I mounted the bumper to. I mounted the marker lights, the trailer license plate light, and the red 3 light bar right onto the flat stock. I drilled holes to feed the wiring where necessary. I also welded on 4 2x6 inch C-channel onto each side for ratchet straps. I cut the pieces into 2-inch lengths using a metal axe and welded them right onto the sides. I used a short piece of the wiring with the harness included from the old bed light harness and ran the wiring to an electrical junction box. The wiring from the new lights on the bed run to the junction box, and the junction box is powered by the short piece I saved from the old bed lighting harness. I cut out a hole onto a short piece of flat stock for both the fuel fill neck and the trailer plug harness. I used metal self-tapping screws to attach both the fuel fill neck and the trailer plug harness onto the flat stock I cut the holes into. I welded the fuel fill neck onto the truck bed. I didn't have a metal hole saw, so I outlined the circles I needed to cut out with a drill bit, and I cut the shape out with a jigsaw. For the mud flaps, I cut a piece of 2x2 angle iron the width of the mud flap. I traced the holes in the mud flap onto the angle iron and welded carriage bolts onto the angle iron where I made my marks. I then welded the angle iron onto one of the round pipes that sit behind the rear wheel and bolted the mud flaps onto the angle iron with washers and nuts. All in all, it turned out pretty well. I'm going to paint it all flat black.